As we bring to a close the imagined time period that man has constructed of the past year, we have come to a very unique point in that spirituality as a whole will be experienced differently by humankind. It will bring about a renaissance of deeper thinking, of breaking away from old cages of belief systems and controlling religions. It will set the individual free. The result of this will be that we are experiencing more fullness within, that life more effortlessly delivers the support that we seek, and that in addition to that, our addictions seem to just disappear. So what exactly is occurring that has brought this about? We know that if we look at the macrocosm, we often in the microcosm can understand changes that take place within ourselves. We have at this time an angel God that has wanted to speak with us and has said that he would, in an understandable way, give us what this means to the individual, these massive changes that are happening in the angelic kingdom. Before we go there, we do need to make sure that everybody understands what angel gods are. 2012 was said to be the end of linear time. 2012 was also said to bring many cataclysmic prophecies. It did not, because what the lightworkers of the earth did is to prolong the time period of the inward folding movement of space and time. The Hindus speak of the in-breath and the out-breath of God. What it merely is the in and out of a huge tube torus, how space and time has moved. So as this was stretched, the end of 2012 did not come until the middle of February. From that point on, dramatic events happened in the cosmos. Firstly, 441 angel gods were called. They were evoked by the Infinite One, and they were to be the pillars that uphold a brand new reality, the reality of Godhood, so that the advanced light beings on earth, those who are drawn to these messages, have a home that they can live from and find an inner sanctum, a sacred place, even in the midst of the madness of the world. The angel gods were luminous beyond belief. Their appearance was something that I saw very clearly in the beginning of September, when there was a huge attack not only on the major light workers who suffered health issues at the time, but also on the cosmoses themselves. At that point we had 3 separate realities. The 4th one had already been captured. And so the 3 major attacks that came were able to be defeated, fulfilling a prophecy that is given in the book of Revelation, which is the last book in the Bible, about an attack by the old dragon. Because the dragons, 1/3 of the dragons, had decided that they were going to try and seize control of the angelic realms. And when they do that, these evolved realities would crumble. But it did not happen, because a massive organization that enabled the angel gods between realms to coordinate their efforts, to establish a central government, and to communicate with one another, led to the defeat of this attack by the hostile ones of the dragon kingdom. They had also been keeping the other dragons in bondage for many, many eons of time. The angel gods I saw in a vision, unlike that which I have ever seen. I saw them stand forth, and they had armor of light. Armor, but it was made of light, yet you could see its shape. Their faces were beautiful, innocent as a child. Their demeanor or attitude was steadfast. It was their duty to defend their realities. That's all. No hostility, no desire to conquer, merely to do what is required of them. It was the most beautiful example I saw of spiritual warriorship. The angel gods have been a very prevalent part in our cosmos, and because of that, major wars and catastrophes on Earth have been prevented, and humanity has begun to change. It is a very specific angel god that has wished to speak with us this day. The angel god's name is Merevit Sarsatu. Merevit is spelled M-E-R-E-V-I-T. And then there's a hyphen, and Sarsatu, S-A-R-S-A-T-U. This is the angel god that wishes to speak to us. And so I will translate the language. There are multiple angelic languages. I do not know in which language he will speak, but I will speak it as I hear it, and I will translate for you the meaning. Ishtarech, meseklut arnach, sersavi meshterenech arsta. Kli uharavich, perchbrech arsnava, ishtu ichya meresa. I am newly born, newly called forth from the group soul of the angel gods, by the infinite and holy one, the embodiment of all that is. Eshtenerech yasach, bichkanach, sti uharavechve, kla ubarach nasa. Great changes happen this day in the angelic system. The kingdom of the angels and the angel gods represent the DNA of man and of gods. Bishbaruch estech, for the gods are the firstborn, the first that was. Ishpa usnech karach misnevech kalashva. Their DNA represents the fullest measure of evolution that can be achieved in individuated life. Sech suvach, heshtanech, mirusech, eskrech usnava, heleshtarech nasava. And so it is that this day, the 300 Lemurian angels are being entirely dissolved and replaced by new angels with the same names that are being called from the group soul of the angels. Tereshiach nusar beshtechkanus. The Lemurian language and the Lemurian angels, the angel is calling Lemuria the motherland. He now speaks of the land of the red soil, which is Atlantis. Shtebechiar nusach, keshta emechiana, sevich kiasu, eshtabich, hesna astavach, kech masuknachva, eshte. The 300 Lemurian angels also this day are being reabsorbed and recreated, resurrected as 300 new angels. These also shall keep the same names as the former Atlantean angels. Therefore, there are 300 electrically based, perception-based angels. Those are the ones from Atlantis. And then there are 300 frequency-based angels, which are magnetic in nature. And these are the Lemurian angels. Brand new will they be after today, even though their names will be the same as what we have given you as these angels became known. Terihiarsuch keshtabech estanach vishmenich kiese. Over the Lemurian angels, there will be 160 archangels. The 160 archangels are represented by the 160 angelic elixirs of the Lemurian angels that have been sung during this night. Pihyasuch keshtaich nespaach kenevesh. So also for the Atlantean angels, there will be the same number of archangels that govern the 300 angels underneath them. Ish bedechie sa uchkana, ish tamech sachnavasa, echiakiasuch. Like a pyramid it is, and at the very top, the angel God that is speaking to us will govern the archangels who will govern the angels. Nishpach keich sauch nava. Etech yesa usnech binavich. There will be fewer that will be involved in embodying truth on behalf of the infinite. Those 300 that are beneath them, the 300 Lemurian angels newly called, will be in charge not of embodying it, but of helping to bring about its expression amongst humanity. Keyachtayesh sauch mechkana. They are no longer adequately constructed to embody the higher principles that life has begun to express as it has evolved into its godhood. Shtabech kiesech nasuch mensavach. The cosmos is achieving its divinity. Pespatech kiesanuch eshtavach hespa usnava. And the archangel that he is at the top is receiving directly that information which the infinite's embodiment is giving, so that the infinite's intent is properly received, properly embodied, and at the bottom of the pyramid, properly expressed. Kechiakiesha, nuspa ete, achvekiyatakna usa enesh. Inside the DNA, beginning with the advanced lightworkers who have gathered here this night, changes will take place, lifting them up and above the hardships that they have been experiencing. Kietach ushmechkenese ikiasa. The nervous system itself will change based on changes that occur inside the DNA. First of all, there will be a nervous system field. That field will receive from the infinite its inspiration, its messages. Then there will be 160 that will be a form of nervous system that will be at enhanced capacity. I'm not quite understanding this, so excuse me for a moment. I'm asking if the 160 is part of the 300. No, not so, not so. The 300 is represented by the 300 chambers of DNA that have been at this point activated. The 160 is an additional set of components in the nervous system, and it is given by the membrane of the DNA. Thus there is a field around the DNA, represented by the archangels, overlord, which is the angel god. Then in the membrane, 160 components of the DNA sheath is being activated in the angelic kingdom that is presented by the archangels. Nishtaberech knachvaruch sarsavi. Then 300 chambers that look like a rose are within man, activated. Within gods there are 414. Ishparechiarsuch nestava kenich arsavach. And then those are the ones that have to interpret into expression that which is embodied by the archangels. And I'm asking now, what is different in the archangel's ability to embody the infinite's intent for a specific reality versus that which was there before in the 300 Lemurian and the 300 Atlantean angels? Charichnasuch Bhagava. They only embody truth like a camera that takes photographs or snapshots, static images that pass from one to the other. Kirach peshetech nasach. This has created a linear line of linear time consisting of little moments. Bihiakur asketech kinashakievach katachna ishta ukne ekie samachkana. The new archangels that will be called this night, for their music has been sung, will represent flow of information, the way a movie camera interprets moving images. Shtabechye karuch kanas. And then the archangels will receive this from the angel god represented in the DNA by the field that not only surrounds the DNA, but permeates it. In the nervous system, these new functions will be mirrored. Kiaterech yasarach, meshtanach kanas, uchbivech, eklech arasva. So life on earth will change. The life on earth will become more deeply spiritual, more highly examined with depth, more intuitively felt with width. Shtabech kichnava, more non-cognitive information will be effortlessly translated by the left brain in a way that allows automatic living, effortless knowing. Life will become more ready for its evolutionary journey of these advanced truths, and many more shall be released in the coming years. My beloved light family all over the world, my deep love and respect to you, and infinite gratitude for walking this holy journey with me. My gratitude to the archangels, the angels, and specifically the angel gods. We welcome them into our reality, and we thank them for the clarity that they have brought and the gifts that they will bestow upon humankind.